Spring training is about knocking off the rust and getting ready to once again chase a title.
Smokey will come out now and make his first appearance of the spring.
Number 20, Smokey.
Leading off the inning, Jose Ramirez, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. Yeah, the rain starting to intensify here. It's coming down a little heavier now. We'll see how much longer the umpires can wait.
Well, you could.
He's up the line. Kwan is right there, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Stepping up to the plate, Fernando Calderon. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
Total agreement, Nat, in particular that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the slippery and awfully wet when it becomes moist like it is right now, so the umpires are going to have to really pay attention to the conditions on the field.
Throw on to first, 2 gone. Digging in to try it again. Cody Bellinger comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And he lays off there 1-0. No runs, no hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. Just missing here, 2-0.
He may be down 2-0 after those first 2 pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They did miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
2 balls and a strike now. High and deep down the left field line. Profar is after it, and that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Full count to Bellinger, 3 balls, 2 strikes.
I got to commend him for being a really tough out right now. Not everyone will battle like this with 2 outs and nobody on.
And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that misses inside, 1-0. Bellinger, the runner at first with 2 gone. A bounce it to the left side. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around. Digging in now, Smokey. First at bat of the game for him here in the 5th, as he was a late entrant into this one. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. The Yankee pitcher at the plate with a 1-1 count. 2 out, nobody on. Helping him out here as he swings and misses to fall behind a ball and 2 strikes.
That pitch just had too much velocity on it for you to catch up to that. Unless you're cheating to a...
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and Scott Hirsch takes the mound as 4-0 the score this afternoon. The Yanks took the lead in the 2nd inning. Smokey will come on and get some work as he makes his 2nd appearance so far this spring. Here's Max Moroff standing in. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Second baseman.
Into the corner and slicing foul.
Nope.
And a fastball just a bit up.
That one missed, but if it's a strike, I don't know how you get the barrel of that pitch. You have to really be sitting on it to hit a fastball coming in that hard on the inside part of the plate.
Hit hard down the left field line. But this is going to get...
Definitely had him off balance. That is a pitch in his arsenal that he can go to.
A little bouncer. That winds up foul. Hit hard on the ground is short. Baladares is up with it. And that's the first out. Ready for another chance? Johan Camargo. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And a fastball just a bit high. 2 runs, 5 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for the Phillies so far. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Remember, he was a strikeout victim last time up, but this at-bat seems to be a totally different direction. He's showing good patience now, and he's got a real good count at 2-0.
There's a fastball right over the inside corner.
That's why this guy is great. Never misses over the heart of the plate. He's got electric stuff, but pinpoint control to all 4 quadrants.
Full count, 3-2. Count is full. Here's the pitch. High in the air out to center field. Lyons is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. Now to the plate, Esteban Munoz. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Esteban Munoz.
Here's a strike. On the ground to the left side. Oh, what a play to first. Wow. They call it the hot corner for a reason, and this is a beauty. Jamie Ramos will take the ball now as the new pitcher.
Number 30, Jamie
Smokey
Ramos.
will be the first one to greet him, as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here. Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1. The Yankee pitcher at the plate with a 1-1 count. Now a left-hander up and throwing in that Philly bullpen. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
That pitch just had too much velocity on it for you to catch up to that. Unless you're cheating to a high fastball above the belt and you're all in, I say you got to find a way to lower your sights, or it's going to be a...
Jake Thompson.
It seemed like everyone had a hand in this win, and that's usually the case.
Smokey is out from the bullpen now as he'll work in his 3rd game so far this spring. So here's the cleanup hitter. Albert Alfonso comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. 2-0 now.
Do you take your chances in this situation as a hitter, knowing he's just missed outside 2 pitches in a row, and dive a little bit and try and drive something in the opposite field?
Robbie Monticelli is on deck. Hit hard to short. To his right, Owens. Throw just does beat him to the bag, as that was pretty close. Stepping in, Robbie Monticelli. He reached on a single in his first try. Hard hit at third. Gutierrez gloves it on to first, and there were 2 down. So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And that misses for ball 1. And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0. The 2-0 on the way. And a swing here on 2-0 as this is in the air out to straightaway center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3. Scott Hirsch is ready, and he'll take 7-5. How today's comes to an end. The New York Yankees. Digging in at the plate is Travis Jankowski. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. And we're underway as the first pitch is a check swing, but a called strike. 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. Here's a weakly hit fly ball off to the left side. Under it is Profar here to put it away for the first out. Now at the plate, Dansby Swanson, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Hard hit ball to second. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit.
Yeah, I don't know if I love the approach of pulling the trigger on that 0-0 pitch. I can't imagine that's exactly what he's looking for. The result works. Pitcher can't be too bad.
Here's a swing, and oh man! Way out of here. And that'll bring up Jorge Bonifacio as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Now this one is blasted to left field, and there's no doubt about it. Back-to-back jacks. Stepping in now, Frank Reese. As he lifts it in the air to right field. Stanton has a read on it. And he makes the catch for the second out. Digging in, Dustin Fowler. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And that misses ball 1. And set up behind the dish is Woody Keller as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Woody Keller, this is my nightmare. He likes to call a pitch above the zone, above the belt. I know
1-1-1.
Those are the pitches that go deep, but I'm telling you, if you're calling that high strike, it opens up a lot of room for the pitcher.
I agree with you, D-Roll. That's a tough pitch to get on top of and to put it in play. So if you're a pitcher right now, try to elevate in that top part of that strike zone. When he started this game, giving up 3 extra base hits in the opening frame was not what he had in mind. He could still settle down and turn things around on the mound, but the way it's going right now, this has the makings of a start he's going to want to forget.
Popped him up. Fry is there for it. And that's the third out. So 3. In now, Sam Travis. He'll start things out in the top half of the second.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Hey, he looked like he would. Able to keep his hands back a little bit. He might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second. So digging in now, Thomas Christie. Swing and a liner. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Don't sleep on the bottom of the order right there. He broke out all ambush tactics. First pitch fastball middle in, and he's able to drive that for a nice hit.
In now, Travis Jankowski. Now a bunt here. And they're not going to have a play on him as the catcher just eats it. Digging in for his second at-bat, Dansby Swanson. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Well, you don't need us to tell you, it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Yeah, Matt, right now, this doesn't look too good. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see the umpires come out and bring the ground crew out here. The infield around the mound and around the home plate area is really getting soaking wet. And I can't anticipate this going on very much longer.
Now a swing and a fly ball. On the move is Stanton, but this is going to wind up a foul ball. And he misses with it, 1-1. Grounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-2 now. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Here he comes again, 1-2. Line drive to left. There to play it is Profar, and there are two away. And that'll bring up Jorge Bonifacio. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first appearance in this one. In there at the knees, strike one. And that misses, 1-1. The 1-1. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, he's digging for second. And he will pull into second with a two-out double. Well, fans love a lot of offense, and that's what they're getting here, Dan.
You said it, Matty. That's 10 hits in this game between the two teams already. Got to tell you, as a pitcher, this is...
And the center fielder is under it to make the catch. Up next, the speedy outfielder Dustin Fowler.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Cortez is right there, and it's a very quick out number one.
Now batting, second baseman.
Fastball in there for a called strike.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball. Many guys fall victim to the breaking ball and want to get out in front of it, and they end up rolling it over to the pull side. Batter was able to execute, stay inside, keep his hands back, and drive it the other way.
It bounces, but he's out. Nice play there to pick the throw and put the tag on quickly. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. Luis Severino will come on now. 6-2 the final total today. The Tigers jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Luis Castillo takes home the win. Smokey is out from the bullpen here as he'll be making his 5th appearance this spring training.
Smokey.
Digging in, Derek Fisher as we begin the top of the 4th.
Right fielder.
And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. Hit hard on the ground to second. Culver scoops it up. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th. So striding in, Christian Bethancourt.
For Atlanta. Capturing.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. The 0-1 changeup is high, 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Doesn't catch the outside corner. It's a ball. Smoke toward the hole. And that is going to sneak on through into right. It's a 1-out single.
That's the cat and mouse of the game right there. You find yourself count leverage. You think you're getting a heater. He throws an off-speed pitch and you're still able to execute. That fires me up right there.
Taguchi.
Balladares takes charge out there and he stays with it for the 2nd out. Stepping in for the Braves, Mark Bentler. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. A ball and a strike now to the Braves' first baseman.
You know, from an offensive standpoint, they already knew they had their work cut out for him against a great pitcher. But if he's going to locate like that.
And the right fielder is there to make the catch. Scott Hirsch enters from the...
Anytime you can win a game, let alone on the road, you have to feel really good about it.
Smokey makes his way toward the mound now as he'll appear in his 6th ball game of the spring. Striding forward now, Darren Norman.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Behind Owens. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. First pitch of the at-bat. Well on the ground to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Coming to the plate now, Mac Williams.
Now batting, first baseman.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0.
That one missed, but if it's a strike, I don't know how you get the barrel of that pitch. You have to really be sitting on it to hit a fastball coming in that hard on the inside part of the plate.
Pitcher went to the well one too many times. Back-to-back fastballs. Hitter was able to keep his hands through, deliver a nice line drive.
Into the box, Dalton Pompey popped him up. McDonald shading to his right. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Red Sox. Jake Thompson, 6'4" right. And guys, a very important outing turned in on the mound for the man you see right there. He was a big factor, of course, and is the recipient of our Topps Player of the Game award. Now in the box, Travis Jankowski. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Left fielder.
And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. In the air, down the line in left. Profar on the move. And they can't run it. Swinging a ball line softly down the line in right. Foul. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. At the plate, Dansby Swanson. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit on the ground to short. Baladares ranges to his left. Throw gets him, 2 down. Stepping in, Drew Glass, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Bouncer to the left side. To his left, Gutierrez. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Leading off the inning, Jorge Bonifacio. And they'll need him to get something going here. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Stanton has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out. The pitch. At the knees, strike 1. That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Yeah, nothing better, huh, guys? I guess maybe the crack of the bat, but I'm not as partial to that as most people. He looks good and loose out there to start this one.
And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away. Stepping up now, Dustin Fowler. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And he misses inside with that one, ball 1. Line towards center field. Cortez will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Leading off the inning, Alonso Ferreira, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. It's down for extra bases, and the Tigers have their first hit of the game. He'll get it into second, and he is into second base with a leadoff double.
Now that's the way you answer. They're down 1-0 already, but he laces the double and puts himself in the scoring position. That'll get the dugout fired up and excited to punch back.
Ferreira at third with nobody out. Popped him up. Gutierrez is there, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Into the box now, Chad Waller, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. 1-2 to the Tigers catcher.
I got to count 1 and 2.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And it's fouled away. A man at third with 1 away. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. And the run will score from third as that ties things at 1. And he'll reach second now with 1 away. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance. And he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Sent on the ground out to second. Throw gets him, 2 down. Digging in, Dansby Swanson. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. In there for strike 1, 0-1. A bouncer up the middle. Culver ranging up the middle. And a close play at first, but he's called out in the. Next to the plate for the Tigers, the DH, Drew Glass. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. Line to the right side, but a foul ball. And he'll try to entice him with the changeup here, but it dips below the knees. It's 2-2. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Profar is under this one, and he puts it away for the first down. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Jorge Bonifacio. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Into center field, line drive base hit.
He's lucky it's only a single back up the middle and not a double in the gap or a home run. Pitches like that in a show get absolutely hammered.
Into the box, Frank Reese popped him up. Kwan in foul ground, and no one can get there. It's a foul ball. Down the third baseline, but this will get foul for strike 2. Runner on first here with 1 gone and a 1-1 tie. Hit hard on the ground to second. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
Dan, count goes out the window with this batter right here. It doesn't matter if it's 0-2, 2-0. He's lost.
He has great bat-to-ball skills. There are some guys that just have a knack, D-Row, of being able to get the barrel of the ball, and this is one of those guys.
Sets the target low here, and it misses 1-1. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
Catch is made. Runner tagging from third. And that'll bring home the runner from third to make this a 2-1 ball game. Next up for Detroit, Alonso Ferreira. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. And he fouls this one off. Now he drops a changeup on him. Strike 3 called, and a great pitch. Luis Severino will come on in.
What? What time is it? Where am I? Oh, man.
Smokey is on his way to the mound now as he'll work in his 8th ball game here this spring. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Henry Tamori. 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. That hits the outside corner. It's strike 1. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he hung a curveball that time that stayed high. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2.
Pitches. They lay off the pitches just off the plate. This is every pitcher's nightmare. A guy that's up there with a plan and not just up there swinging at anything that you throw towards home plate.
Here's the first pitch to him. Hit hard on the ground towards second. To his left, Culver. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Next up from New York, Johnny Leone. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. High in the air down the right field line. But this will land foul shy of the wall. And that one just missed outside. Fastball, and he's got to duck away for dear life there.
Boy, that's a good pitch right there. The old school guys would call that a little bit of chin music up and in. See if he can get him to move off the box a little bit.
Strike 2 called, and it's full 3-2.
Lower his sights a little bit.
Good swing just a little early, and he'll see another payoff pitch. Another full count pitch home. Liner towards second. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Logan Cedeno takes over to start.
Yeah, they needed him a little bit earlier in this one, but he takes the mound in the 8th and records the final 4 outs.
Smokey will come on to make his 9th appearance already here this spring.
Smokey.
At the plate, Billy Rucker comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Billy Rucker.
Smokey is pretty much a manager's dream coming out of the bullpen. High strikeouts, doesn't walk a lot of batters, usually a recipe for a lot of success.
Oh, that's one of the keys. I think if you were to build a nobody does it as good as this guy does right now in the game of baseball.
And there's one away. Henry Varela will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning. And that's in there for strike one. 3-1 our score as we play inning number 5. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
Great job by the pitcher right there. Let's see where he's going now.
And here's a changeup in there for a called 3rd strike, and that's the 2nd out of the inning. Here's the first pitch to him.
Right fielder.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. 3 runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. 1-1 to the Marlins leadoff hitter.
1-1.
And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Baladares has it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this Scott Hirsch enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 28, Scott.
Hey, it always feels good to win a baseball game, but when you can win one at home in front of your home crowd, all those fans cheering.
Now at the plate, Rich Kessler, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
Tonight for Minnesota, left fielder, Rich.
First pitch of the at-bat. And we are underway here this evening as the first pitch misses for ball 1. And back-to-back pitches out of the zone to begin the evening. It's 2-0 now. Popped him up. And there's out number 1. So coming to the plate, Michael Tolbert, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Pulls this one in the air out to left. There to play it is Profar, and there are 2 away. Josh Bell the next to hit. First offering on its way.
First baseman, number 55.
Fouled off.
John Bell.
Changeup in for a strike. Bell, a native.
Not miss on your first rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into.
And the shortstop is under it to make the play. Here's Carlos Correa now. He'll lead it off here to begin the second. Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0. 2 balls and no strikes. Correa, who's sometimes called Show Rea. He was a first-round pick during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
And that's through for a hit. So the Twins put their leadoff hitter on to get the inning started.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
0-1, here's the pitch. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. 0-2, here it comes. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. And set up behind the dish is Clyde Washington as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
You know, D-Row, he is a pitcher's best friend, Clyde Washington.
Clyde always is. I'm okay with it.
Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Stepping in now, Elmer Gonzalez. Gutierrez waits on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Here's Jason Hayward now. He'll stand in to open things up here in the third. And here's a called strike to the 36-year-old veteran. It's 0-1.
That's why this guy is great. Never misses over the heart of the plate. He's got electric stuff, but pinpoint control to all 4 quadrants.
The pitch. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away.
Well, he certainly wasn't intimidated on the mound right there. He had to stare down a really good hitter, and instead of working around the zone, he challenged him with 3 straight good pitches. I like that he didn't give his opponent too much credit.
Tom Jenkins is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. Fastball misses badly there, and he's behind 2-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Good downward movement fooled him there. 2-1. A swing and a miss there. 2-2.
Up.
Popped him up. Kwan has a play. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. The next twin up, Rich Kessler. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. 0-1 the count. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Hit on the ground out to short. Baladares fields it cleanly. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Now at the plate, Michael Tolbert. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
1-1-1.
Ground over to first. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Digging in, the switch hitter, Josh Bell, the American League's Silver Slugger Award winner at first base a season ago. No balls and 1 strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Lifted down the line in left. Profar sprinting after it, but he won't get there. It falls in.
Love the ability to push that ball the other way right there. Nice knock to the opposite field. That's a switch hitter's delight, the ability to use all parts.
Up next for Minnesota, shortstop, Carlos Correa.
Here's Carlos Correa now, as he will take a look at strike 1 on a fastball right down the pipe. A base hit in his first trip. Changeup in for a strike. Bell, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Hit hard down the line, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Striding in, Alfonso Vasquez. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Comes set, and the 0-1. In the air out to left. Profar is there, and that retires the side. Luis Severino will come on to make it. And tonight's ends as a 3-0 shutout win. The New York Yankees. Smokey is on, and he'll take over on the mound in relief.
Number 20, Smokey.
Ready once again, David Dahl, 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. Takes a knee-high fastball. Yeah, the rain starting to intensify here. It's coming down a little heavier now. We'll see how much longer the umpires can wait.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step.
Swing and a liner. And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. Around first, digging for 2.
No runner. Caught hold.
And the Orioles are in business here. It's a leadoff double.
Man, that swing looked like self-defense than a real quality swing. But, hey, he muscled it out there, and it was enough to get him safely to second. Those are the kind of hits that will drive you nuts as a pitcher.
Now the 1-0. 1-1 the count now. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. And that'll bring up Ben Gamble. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Fastball down near the shoe tops. Dahl, the runner at second with 1 away. Fouled away. pulled toward right center field. Cortez on the move. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are two away.
Cut hold. Cut hold.
In now for the O's, Fritz Drummond.
Catcher number 40.
And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. Coming down in buckets, cats and dogs. Insert metaphor here, and the forecast is not showing any signs of relief.
You know, one of the big issues is player safety, and right now this field is getting sloppy wet, Matt, and I don't know how much more rain this field can take.
Therefore, it is Profar and Scott Hirsch enters to do the pitching.
Hey, one of the keys to having a good record in baseball is to win some games at home, so this was a big win to win at home in front of their home crowd.
5-0, the final score.
Your attention,
Smokey
please.
takes over to start
Now
the
pitching
6th
for the
inning
New
on the
York
mound.
Yankees, number 20, Smokey.
Striding in for Houston, Lamar Woodall.
Leading off for the Astros, center fielder, Lamar Woodall.
Smokey playing here in his age 26 season. He was a 24th round selection during the first-year player draft of 2018.
What an absolute steal. I mean, this guy has gotten a lot of people some big raises in the organization. To be drafted as low as he was and turned himself into one of the biggest superstars in our sport. I am very impressed with what this guy's been able to accomplish.
Now batting, Jeff Big A. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Left side, but well foul. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes, he did. It's ruled. Hits are now even at 4. And this is swung out and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 6th inning.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
And there's his strike right down the heart of the plate, 0-1.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
Behind 0-2 now. Here it comes, 0-2. Now he drops a changeup on him. Strike 3 called, and a great pitch there to retire the side. Jeff Stockton is going to come on.
Well, as a former pitcher, you know I love these low-scoring games as opposed to those slugfests.
Digging in at the plate is Travis Jankowski. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Darnell comes on now, and he has it one down. Ready now, Dansby Swanson. He'll get to take his first cuts here. There's a fastball missing down and away for a ball, 1-0. A ball and a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. Makes him swing and miss on a ball out of the zone for strike 2. Smokey has both great strikeout stuff and exceptional command on the mound to go with it. A rare combination, but one that
guys. Well, if you don't walk a lot of guys, that means you have to throw the ball in the strike zone. And when you do, with great stuff like this guy has, he racks up the strikeouts. There aren't a lot of guys that get strikeouts by throwing the ball in the strike zone. This is one of the few that does it.
Drew Glass is in with 2 away as he takes a ball, 1-0. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. And that'll bring up Jorge Bonifacio.
Leading up for the Tigers.
Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98, 0-1.
You know, if I'm the hitter right here, I'm like, okay, you want to come get some early in the count? I was about to wait you out, but now game on.
This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Darnell has it in his tracks, and that's the first out of the inning. Next for the Tigers, Frank Reese, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. In there for strike 1. That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Yeah, nothing better, huh, guys? I guess maybe the crack of the bat, but I'm not as partial to that as most people. He looks good and loose out there to start this one.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Bottom of the second. Hit back up the middle. In time to first, and there are 2 away. Standing in, Dustin Fowler. Here comes the first pitch. A high fastball is in there.
Fowler.
Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Sharp ground ball to third. And the Tigers are into the hit column now. That's their first hit of the contest.
Hey, he might have been able to get his body in front of that. I don't know. But the bottom line is, I love the effort to slide and try and knock that down, but it was just too hard to play.
Alonso Ferreira is at the plate as he watches ball 1. Line towards center field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. 1 left for Detroit. We'll move to now at the plate, Sam Travis, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Hit down the third baseline. And that's out number 1. Into the box now, Chad Wallach. Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball 1. And this one's on the inside corner, 1-1. The 1-1. Hard on the ground towards short. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning. Digging in at the plate is Travis Jankowski.
Number 20, Travis.
And a ball, 1-0.
Counts 1-0.
2-0 to the Tigers left fielder.
That was one of the easiest takes he'll have all year, and it puts him in a great hitter's count. He's got to take advantage of this situation.
Profar is after it. No trouble with this one, and he ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Stanton has a read on it. 1 out. Next will be the designated hitter, Drew Glass. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. 1-0 the count. Seared down the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. Hit on the ground to short. Throw to first will get him. Already 2 away here in the home fourth. And next it'll be the Tigers cleanup hitter, Jorge Bonifacio. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Hit down the line at first, but foul. The 1-1 is a fastball swung on and missed.
Yeah, Matty, not only is this guy using all 4 quadrants, he's elevating, getting their eye level up with a quality fastball.
Grounded down the third baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Stanton has a read on it, and the inning is over. The dangerous John. Leading off the inning, Frank Reese, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle inning.
1 sec as that ball is into the gap in right center. Should be good for at least 2 bases. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with the single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores him. Then who knows what kind of role they could get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
Not looking good after being down 0-2. I think at the very least you got to work this pitcher's count a little bit. Try and get back into a decent count where maybe you can come through.
Riding in once again, Alonso Ferreira. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
Ferreira.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Fly ball out toward left center field. Calling for it, Profar. 2 gone.
No runner, no runner.
And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. Stepping into the box, Sam Travis. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
That's why this guy is great. Never misses over the heart of the plate. He's got electric stuff, but pinpoint control to all 4 quadrants.
Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning.
Luis Severino enters to do the pitching. Pitching and defense game 2-1, the final score this afternoon. The New York Yankees used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Smokey enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 20, Smokey.
Ready for another shot now. Dustin Fowler, no hits to this point.
Center fielder.
First delivery to him on the way.
Fowler.
Drilled right back up the middle. Valladares takes it in. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Digging in once again, Alonso Ferreira.
The batter number 00.
And he pours this one in at the letters, 0-1.
Well, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
Behind 0-2 now.
You know, from an offensive standpoint, they already knew they had their work cut out for him against a great pitcher. But
and here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
A ball and no strikes. Hit the other way out toward right field. Stanton is underneath this one, and he will put it away to retire the side. Chase Simmons gets the call from the pit. Several good offensive performances in this one, but none better than the one turn. Smokey takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 20, Smokey.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Larry Doran. A hit in 2 tries so far. In there, strike 1. And there's ball 1. The 1-1 home. It is a fastball in off the plate for a ball. Curveball misses here, so a good hitter's count now to 3-1. The 3-1. Hit to short. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Alberto Estrella. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Valladares is up with it, and that's the 2nd out. Digging in and looking for more, David Dahl, 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. Oh, and he hammers it to deep right field. Back goes Stanton, still ranging back. And it's gone as they add still another. And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop Trevor Story. Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way. And that will fall in front of Stanton. It's a base hit. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a two-base hit. Working to keep them in the game here. And that's dead center for strike one.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the brake, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
Skied into straightaway right. Stanton is going to have room out there as he puts this away. Scott Hirsch is on to pitch from the bullpen.
Hey, it's hard to win games at any point, but to win games on the road, especially in this.
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today, a spring training matchup. So striding forward now, Rich Kessler. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98, 0-1. Swing and a liner. Foul. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's one away. Up next for Minnesota, Michael Tolbert. He'll get to take his first cuts here. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one, 1-0.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
Skied into straightaway right. Stanton has a read on it. And he makes the catch for the second out. Josh Bell the next to hit. The American League's Silver Slugger Award winner at first base a season ago. Strike one to start the at-bat. Pulled toward right center field. Escobar on the move. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Leading off the inning, Carlos Correa, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Correa.
Now here's the pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time. A ball and 2 strikes to the Twins shortstop. Locks him up for strike 3. Into the box, Alfonso Vasquez, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. No balls and a strike to count. Yankees lead this 1-0 here in inning number 2. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out.
Batting fifth. Catcher.
You'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Profar calls for it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Leading off the inning, Elmer Gonzalez, and they'll need him to get something going here. Fly ball right down the line and left, and they can't run it down. Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike. hit hard on the ground towards second. And that's the first out. Settling in now, Doug Bond, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And this is taken outside for ball one. One out, nobody on. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul. And this is fouled at the plate. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. Is laid off, and the count runs full.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome, you go back to the dugout as the offense.
High and deep to left center field. Profar ranging back. It's in there, and the Twins look to have an extra base hit on their first hit of the game. The relay, but he is in there with a triple.
You take a look at this one as it flies into the gap. Both outfielders give it a chase, but they can't catch up to it. Next thing you know it, one hops the wall, and he's busting his hump around second on his way to third.
A bouncer up the middle. Kemp loves it. And the throw goes to first for the out, but that'll be enough to get the run home as they pull back to even at 1-1. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Up around the face. Count even now at 1-1. Pulled toward right center field. On the move is Stanton. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Standing in, Michael Tolbert. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Curveball, but he can't get him to chase it 1-2.
That curveball stayed up in the zone. You'll see that often early in the game where a pitcher's trying to find that release point, particularly.
Meanwhile now, this is trouble down that right field line. This should be extra bases. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out. So quickly into scoring position here following the opposite field double. And as the graphic there illustrates, his total for the year places him second best on the Twins roster. Josh Bell will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. On to second, but he's in safely as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play. Here's Carlos Correa now. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. High and away on the first pitch fastball there. It's ball one. Correa, sometimes called Show Rea. He was selected in the first round during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Yeah, Matt, you cannot miss on your first rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
And this one gets away. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. And he's able to lay off there for ball four. And that'll put runners at the corners now with still nobody out. So stepping in, Alfonso Vasquez. And they're runners at the corners now. And a fastball's in there for strike one.
Great job of getting back in the zone with a hard fastball after the walk. I think he might have let a little frustration out with that pitch.
2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now. Hard on the ground towards short. Scooped up on the backhand. But the feet of the second baseman is a wild one. And that'll score the runner from third as they'll open up a 3-1 lead. Striding into the box, Corey Dawkins. He flew out in his last at-bat. In there, no balls and a strike.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
Sets the target low here, and it misses 1-1. 1-2 to the Twins catcher.
Playing 12, 1-2.
Lifted in the air to shallow center field. And he'll fight off the Grapefruit League sky here as he takes this one in for route number 1.
Great scoring opportunity miss right there. You talk about frustration. Popping it up with 2 runners in scoring position. He'd like to get that one.
Line drive, base hit to right. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
Hey, D-Roy, I think we got a case right now. This team, they're just feasting on a pitcher that he's given up some runs, and it looks like he's starting to get a little bit tired, leaving some of these pitches up in the zone.
Yeah, and I think there's a fight at the bat rack right now. Guys are licking their chops, knowing he's a little bit tired, going to leave stuff over the middle of the plate. Won't be surprised to see the bullpen get going.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. Looped out toward third. The second for 1. Throw to first is going to be offline, so they just get the 1 on the play. Stepping into the box, Jason Hayward. Back up the middle. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one.
I mean, there's no secret right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants up at the plate right now. They're feeling frisky. They're all pulling the trigger early, and it's working.
First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
You know, if I'm the hitter right here, I'm like, okay.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Michael Culver. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field, and it's gone as they add still another. Logan Cedeno. 8-2 is how this one ends today. The Minnesota Twins took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Smokey enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 20, Smokey. Leading off for the Braves, third baseman, Timothy.
A fastball right down the middle for a strike. Hit on the ground to third. And there's one down now. So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Jason Taguchi. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. 0-1 the count. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And a fastball just a bit high. Smokey is one of those guys that just seems to be at his best under pressure. Runners in scoring position, tight game, tough hitters at the plate. That's when he's at his best.
One of the keys, Matty V, to being a good reliever is being able to pitch out of trouble. Trouble that's created by the pitchers before you, or sometimes you even have some mess.
And hold on now, that's a fair ball down the left field line. Should be at least a double. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double.
Well, he was definitely not looking off speed on that pitch. I'll tell you, he had to be sitting on a fastball on that one because it's coming in hot, and he still manages to get out front of that and yank it for 2 bases.
He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Inside corner, a ball and a strike.
Hey, that's just a great pitch right there. Fastball at the bottom of the zone, right under the knee. It's interesting.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. Carlos Estevez will come on now and take the ball for the 4th time this spring.
Carlos Estevez.
It's always nice to give your fans at home something to cheer about, and they definitely did that right here, coming through with a big win at home.
Tonight's ball game comes to a close, 3-1 the final. The Braves jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Kevin Gausman earns the victory on the mound. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
The final line score for our ball game tonight for the victorious Atlanta Braves: 3 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base.